Hi, I am mysteriously dark right now, and I will explain why. Hi, shout out to the guy before me with the Hollister t-shirt and the guitar. Thanks. Hi. So, what does the fox say, KTB? Well, you know, foxes sound like women being brutally murdered. That's what foxes sound like. You know what I mean? There we go. That's just what foxes sound like. You can't really spell that. It's just kind of, what the fox say? Stabbing sounds, you know what I mean? That's what a fox sounds like. Anyway, hi! Hey everybody, thanks for the bacon. So, all of the lights in my house exploded. Don't know why. I don't understand these things. And I was going to call an electrician to tell me why all the lights in the house has exploded, but then my friend Phil said that apparently the apartment is too messy to call over an electrician, so he didn't, and now I am living in darkness, so you can enjoy the light from whatever is coming off the TV bouncing at my face. Hi. Cops, well done, Dan. It wasn't me, Sarah, I didn't break it. It just happened. Did you get a haircut? No. Unexpected start. Yes, a lot of people probably literally clicked and then saw me screaming. It's what foxes sound like. You know what I mean? What are you watching? I'm apparently watching The Midwives, No Pain, No Gain on BBC Two. Not really watching it though, am I? Hi. So, what has happened since the last time we spoke? It feels like freaking 10 years since the last live show. Obviously it wasn't, but what? It feels like ages. Jeez. Hi, first time on YouNow. Hi, Izzy E. Welcome to it. You look good without light, said somebody. Thanks. So the less you can see my face, the better I look. Okay, cool, thanks. Yeah, what's new with you guys? Tell me in one word, what's new with your life since I saw you last Tuesday, or just generally, because I haven't really asked that. So what's new and exciting in your world? I'm sick, said Sarah W. Cool. Ill, said Harry. Okay. Literally nothing, said Laura P. That's exciting. Ruth has no roommate. Okay. Sophia started school. That's sad face. Okay. Someone's cat died. Someone got rid of the cold. Julia says life is shit. Louise's dad broke his hand. Katie just finished Death Note. Terrible ending, right? Joking. I'm not joking. Homework, A-levels, crying. Band rehearsal later, said Erin. Go you. Smiley, said Lizzie Fizzy. Oh, Lizzie, there with the happiness. Thank God you said that. Thanks, Brooklove96, for proposing to me. And 3 people fell over. And Laura's on Tumblr. Fantastic! Exciting weeks, guys! Yeah! So, have we all seen my last video? The My First Times thing. Did we all see that I uploaded 2, 3, don't know, days ago? New, yeah, woo! Videos. How did we like the stories of my past, which I didn't really want to tell, but then I thought it would make an entertaining video. I saw it and I cried with enjoyment. Good. Is that crying with me or at me? I wonder. I just got here. What have I missed? Fox noises. Dan, I'm disappointed it wasn't about sex. I'm pretty sure every YouTuber that makes that video will talk about everything but the sex, to be fair. Sorry for everybody who's a YouTube fan. I'm still laughing at the surfer hair. Yes, I know, right? That happened. That was real. Yeah. God. I like... What night was it? I have no idea what happens. I have no idea what the timeline of my own life is. I filmed a few, and then I realized that I was probably doing it wrong, because I should probably ask what you guys did. So then I tweeted it, and then I filmed about an hour more of anecdotes, and then decided to start editing at about 11. So that was a very bad idea, basically. But good video at the end of it. Yeah! Now those stories are on the internet forever. Yeah! What's your favorite Paramore song? I don't know. My favorite Paramore song might actually be Decode, which is obviously a big Twilight lol. It's just a cool song. It's very nu metal-y for Paramore. Angst. You know what I mean? Angst. Do you like the Fray? I don't know. You got drunk at 14? The fuck? I had a friend that was quote unquote cool that I'm no longer friends with. Obviously, I didn't make it. Do you like potatoes? Who doesn't like potatoes and things with them? Any thoughts about the Fox? It's a cool thing. Yeah. Are they actually like a band, Elvis, that make proper music, or are they like comedy people? I don't even know. Ba 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 ba. My ringtone is potato. Cool. I knew most of the things before the video. Not creepy. Probably creepy. Yeah. But then I realized that there's a lot of people that don't know a lot of my childhood awkward stories, and they'd probably appreciate laughing at me. I feel like that's basically all I am. I was wondering why, because we all saw the bit where, sorry to people that haven't seen my new video, but this is going to have no context. I read out my first ever YouTube hater comment that I got in November 2009. And I was just thinking, I don't get that many hater comments. And I realized it's probably because all I do in my videos is make people laugh at me anyway. So there's kind of nothing left for haters to say. Because if they're going to go, ha, I hate you and your stupid face, that's kind of what I've already just said in the video. So that's... It's a unique model, isn't it? Anyway, yeah. So hopefully your day got slightly better by laughing at the pain of my childhood. I liked that I didn't even remotely exaggerate any of those stories either, because obviously a lot of things, the stories are as good as you tell them, you know what I mean? But I felt like I undertold most of those stories. That was literally my life, so that's why I don't like reminiscing. Anyway, yeah, so that's cool. That was fun. Who saw what I did last night? Did we see that? The placebo thing? What did I miss? Nothing interesting. Okay, so are any of you guys in this chat right now placebo fans? Say yes if you are, and say no if you have no idea who the hell placebo are. It's survey time. Survey in the chat. Yes, yes, meow, said Aaron. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, and now we're waiting for the lag, and everyone's going, no, who the hell are they? Because I was born when they released their last album. No, no, no. Heard of them? Yes, yeah, no, 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 yes. Yes, yes, no. Okay, Placebo are a band. They're a European band, because they're from lots of countries, and they make kind of angsty 90s music. That when they started used to be about like how angsty you are and drugs and stuff. So everyone back in the 90s and early 2000s when they were like, oh, life is so hard, I'm a teenager, really, really loved listening to Placebo. And obviously people are still finding their music and getting angsty listening to them now. But yeah, what happened last night, because a lot of people were well confused, was this band were releasing their new album, and to celebrate it, they thought they were going to do a live TV show from YouTube HQ. So I got an email from YouTube that were like, hey Dan, do you like Placebo? And I was like, yes. They were like, do you want to read out tweets in the thing? So yeah, they did a live show on YouTube last night for an hour where they did loads of songs live and funny things, and it was cool. And they asked me to basically stand in front of a green screen and leave loads of tweets, which was mega awesome fun. The show was really, really super cool. So if you are a Placebo fan, you haven't seen that, then look for that to appear on their YouTube channel soon. But it was really cool. It was you guys probably see me tweet this last night, but the funniest thing ever happened, okay? Like, basically, I don't usually work with scripts or anything. Like, when me and Phil do the radio show, we literally just waffle off the top of the head. We're like, so now we're going to talk about fan wars, or Phil's going to talk about something that happened in his life last week. There's no script. We just kind of go blah, 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 blah. But then the people that made the TV show were like, here's your script, Dan. And I was like, what? No, terrible idea. And the presenter guy, whose name was Hardeep, who is like, he's a presenter that does lots of entertainment news for Channel 4 in England. He had an auto cue, which is just cheating. Oh my God, seriously, cheating. If you can just look at the camera and there's a massive TV just saying what you have to say, totally cheating. But they were like, okay, so what we're going to do is we've written this script for you, and we're going to just write it on Microsoft Word, and then we're going to email it to you, and you can copy and paste it into an iPad. To anyone new that's joining that needs context halfway through the story, I was on a TV show on the internet last night for a band, and I was reading a script off an iPad. But when we copied and pasted the script from the iPad and played around with it, it had auto-corrected a whole bunch of words that didn't make sense in English, and I hadn't read it until it was live. So the cameras were on, and they were like, and now we go to Dan, our social person. And I was like, hi, I'm Dan, I'm going to be reading out the tweets. And then I looked down at the script on the iPad where the sentence was supposed to say, and now Hardeep and the band are going to be joined by some special guests. But because we copied and pasted it into the iPad, it changed the name Hardeep into Hardon. That actually happened live on camera. So I was just reading, and then I saw a bunch of people tweeting me afterwards, and they were like, Dan, you looked like you had a bit of a stroke when you read that guy's name. Are you okay? That was a bit awkward. Are you fine? And then I was like, okay, so what happened? Reading. And then I went, and Hardeep and the band are going to be joined by special guests. And everyone was like, what happened with that? And then I showed them the iPad, and it just said, Hardon and the band are joined by some special guests. I came so close to saying Hardon and the band. So I came so close. So it was so funny. It's like I watched it back, and I looked so awkward. Like everyone was like, what went wrong? And I was like, I came so close to saying Hardon and the band. So yeah, that was fun, but I told everybody, and then they just laughed. We all kind of like dribbled laughing because it was so funny. But yeah, I mean, it was really cool, and I got to meet the band, who were all really, really cool and awesome. I mean, they're like 40 now, because like they released their first single when I was 6. So yeah, but I got a photo with Brian Molko, who's the lead singer of the band. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I was going to Instagram it, but then I didn't because I don't know why I didn't do that. Should I do it? Should I Instagram or just tweet the picture of me and Brian Molko there? I was like, does anyone know who Placebo are? Not really, because you have to be kind of old to know who Placebo are, or alternative, and you explored the internet and found it. Okay, I'll find it or something. I'll Instagram it after the show. Let's do that. Okay. But yeah, that was really cool. So another band that I've met that go into they're really cool in person list. Dan, did you get GTA 5 yet? Yes, I got it in the post from Amazon today, but I haven't opened it yet. Freaking out. So yeah, tomorrow my day is literally just going to be GTA 5 all day. Do nothing. I'm just going to buy loads of marshmallows and play Grand Theft Auto, and that is going to be my day. Damn, you haven't Vined in ages. Why? I never really did Vine because I felt like Instagram video is kind of, I want to share something like briefly with the internet, whereas Vine became this kind of like, if you Vine something, it has to be really funny. You know what I mean? It's like everyone's Vines. All of a sudden it was comedy, and then everyone's creatively judging it. So I was like, yeah, I don't want to think of that. I just want to do nothing and not work. Oh yeah, the 22 Vine, I did that. That was a good Vine. Is that the only Vine currently on my Vine account? Because I posted a test Vine once and then deleted it. I'll just keep it. It'll just be a memory of my 22nd birthday. Have you seen Insidious 2 yet? No. I want to see Insidious 2. Dan, what's with the purple light? Should we change the channel and see what color it can make my face? Okay, so whoa, that's making my face look shiny. Don't like that. Okay, football. Big football fan. That's dark. The Magaluf Weekender on ITV2. Cool. You've been framed. Home videos. There we go. That's going to be really distracting. Lots of flashing. I'll do that. Yeah, I got rained on today. Did any of you go outside today? Frickin' this morning, I was like, what a lovely day. I might go shopping. I get on the tube, and as soon as I get off and I start walking down the street, frickin' tsunami out of nowhere. Ugh. Yeah, so yet again, as I have been with most of my live shows, I'm nice and moist right now. Yeah. Gotta love the rain. Alright. Yes, I drowned, said Zoe C. Dramatic and true. It's like you're at a rave. What, in this room with the TV? Thank you. Totally a rave. How does your hair smell like right now? Like wet hair, probably. Whatever that is. Stop saying moist. Okay, guys, I will stop saying moist. So, yeah, out of the stories in my video, what did I say? I told the story of my first kiss, my first date, my first crush, first time I went on the internet. What was it, like, car? Which one did you like the most of all of my disturbingly cringy stories of my life? Which ones did you like? Just so I know, guys. Someone just spammed Argentina in caps lock. It's the crime dance. It's the crime dance. First kiss, the one about Lizzie. Lizzie Y, first heartbreak. Yeah, okay, right. So, the first heartbreak story, Jesus. Like, a lot of people are like, that didn't actually happen, Dan. I bet it was way more overdramatic. And I was like, no, it's literally word for word what happened. Like, I think the astronomy project was the big thing, because it was like half of year 6 was we had to do our first big project, and I did, like, my best friend at the time was like, hey, Dan, we should do it on pandas. And I was like, yeah, let's do pandas. But then Lizzie, this girl, was like, I'm going to do mine on astronomy. And then all of a sudden I was like, yeah, bye, Tom. Don't want to do anything with you and pandas anymore. All about the astronomy now. Literally just did it to be like, look, I like the same things as you, Lizzie. Lizzie, be my friend. And yeah, it was just it was a horrible day. I think it was as we were leaving school, the school bell rang and everyone went to the locker room to get their school bags and their coats. And I saw Lizzie and Tabitha giggling with each other. And then as I said in my thing, Lizzie came up to me and she said, I don't fancy you, Dan, and I never will. And then ran off giggling down the corridor. And then Tabitha, who was already, like, fucking bitch. Tabitha, her friend, was down the corridor. She watched the whole thing. She knew what was happening. She knew exactly, because she told Lizzie to say that, you know what I mean? It was Tabitha's idea. And then Lizzie comes up to me, see Tabitha down the hallway just staring and laughing like, I know exactly what's about to happen, and I'm going to find the exact moment when Dan Hart breaks, and then boom, and then I like go, that just happened. She just totally owned me. Oh my God, look down the corridor. Fucking Tabitha in the distance. What a bitch. Oh my God, Tabitha. Damn you, Tabitha. I tried to find her on Facebook last night. I was like, actually, now that I've uploaded this video, what is Tabitha up to? But I couldn't find the Tabitha on Facebook that I was friends with in primary school, so soz about that. But yeah, that actually happened. Damn, the radio show was rad. Oh yeah, my God, the radio show. How do we feel about the radio show being international? Yay! Told you there was exciting news. It only took like 9 months, but it happened. The radio show is international. No more racism from the Dan and Phil radio show. Who's Tabitha? Emmy. Tabitha's someone that was very horrible to me at an early age in my life. Yeah, so who here that's not from the UK watched the radio show for the first time? Was it exciting? Was it super cool? It was. It's always funny. Oh wait. Should we do Guess the Crime now or later? Let's do it later. Guess the Crime. So eager. What is with the sirens outside my house? Jeez. Did we all like the crime dance from the end of my video? So yeah, back to what we were talking about. Radio show. Yeah. My favourite thing about the radio show is when it's Phil's turn to press the buttons, because the people at the BBC are like, one day Dan could break both of his legs and not be able to come in to do the show, and Phil would have to do it by himself. So Phil needs to learn to push the buttons. And it's always so funny. Like, you could tell in the first link, Phil, like, forgot to press the button in the right place, and it was just like this moment of panic on our faces where I was like, oh my God, reaching across the table. It's my favourite thing. Just the fact that everyone sat at home watching on the computers as we're on camera, and then seeing, like, a moment of panic when Phil's like, beep, and I'm, like, lunging across the table to press the wrong thing. I think it adds an element of jeopardy, which can only make things more funny, to be honest. So I want Phil to press the buttons more often so there are more chaotic, awkward moments, because it was pretty funny. Boom. Canadian girl, love the show. Thanks. Only Phil. Yeah, I know, right? Bacon, 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 said Hannah. Same. Spotify update. Do we want a Spotify update? We can do that soon. Dan, I think I got your illness through the screen. Everyone's talking about illnesses, aren't they? It must be that kind of like awkward post-summer inappropriate illness time. I got a DM from someone. It's from Bertie. Dan, I live in Kenya and I watched your radio show. Really? Cool. Awesome. Who lives in the most obscure country that may or may not have watched the radio show on Sunday? But yeah, oh, guys, if you didn't know, because you might not have seen the video, me and Phil uploaded a video to Radio 1's YouTube channel explaining what the radio show is, if you're like, I have no idea what the hell he's on about, how to watch it, and how to get involved with it. So, if you're listening to this right now, and you're like, what are you on about? You have a radio show, what even is that? Blah, 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 etc. Go on YouTube, open a tab, Apple T or Control T, and type in, what is the Dan and Phil show? And then that would take you to the video that will tell you everything about it. Super cool. Yeah. So I look forward to all of you people from around the world being able to join in the fun now, and maybe we'll have more people calling in from around the world, like the girl we had from Italy. Oh god, it was so funny. There was this girl from Italy, and she was like really funny, and she was really happy. But the thing is, it's like the radio show has to have a certain time limit because the show has to end before the next person's show. Obviously, it can't be late because the person whose show afterwards has to start at 9. So the producer's job in this sort of corner of the room is to look at a clock, and she was kind of like, okay, the Italian girls talked for a bit, and we were like, okay, we'll come to a thing. And she told one story, and then she was like, can I tell another story? And we were like, okay. And then she told another story, and our producer was like freaking out in the background, like, we're late. And then Phil was like, okay, cool, so what song do you want to hear? And she was like, can I tell a third story? Can I tell a third story? And it was so funny, and I wanted to keep her on the line, but we just had to be like, sorry, awkwardly fading you down. Okay, into a song, bye. So, yeah, full of fun moments. Do you want to know the only light in the house? There's a lamp there. If you guys missed the start of the show, the reason this is so dark is because for a completely unknown reason, half the lights in my house exploded earlier today. Yay, darkness. There are no lights in my bedroom. I dropped my giant light bulb lamp on the floor, so I only have my fairy lights to light my bedroom, which is extremely inconvenient. So yeah, that's the only light in the house, and the Pac-Man ghost light. There we go. And other than that, I will be running away from the metaphorical demons that will be trying to kill me as I return from the bathroom after brushing my teeth tonight. I look forward to that. I'll probably be crying. Dan, are you playing GTA 5? I will be tomorrow. Slenderman's gonna get you. Yes. Flick your fuse switch. We tried that and it didn't work. We were like, okay, everything's gone off. So what do? We flicked the fuses. It didn't work. Panic! Oh god, what happened? So, yeah, that's... Wow. I'm watching You've Been Framed and a woman just slipped over in a water slide holding a baby. That's just a slightly strange clip to use. Anyway, yeah. Cool. I went on a strange odyssey earlier. Like, I don't know, like, I've told you guys before how sometimes I go on strange Wikipedia odysseys. Like, it's usually when I'm meant to be doing something, I'll find something weird, like I'll be like, what is string theory? Or what is the biggest boat in the entire world? Or what's the biggest wave that's ever been caught on camera? And then I'll just spend like 3 hours on this completely irrelevant odyssey through Wikipedia and YouTube doing all this random stuff. And I had one this morning that was on exploding whales. Yeah, it was all about how when whales die and wash up on a beach with their decompressed stomachs, as their body starts to rot, their stomach fills with highly volatile gases, so it's very unsafe to go near a washed up whale on a beach that looks like it's been dead for a while, because its stomach can literally explode out of its body in a giant gas explosion. So yeah, if you want to look it up, it's horrifically disgusting and gross seeing a decomposing whale's guts explode everywhere because whales are freaking huge. So I'm not meaning like, I'm meaning like the whale's here and a person is this big. It's like guts everywhere. Kind of morbid, but fascinating. It's like I have a lot of friends that really can't look at grossness, but if I'm on Reddit and they're like, someone's like, I just had a cornea transplant and here's a close-up picture of my eye. I know so many people that are like, no freaking way, don't want to watch that. And I'm always like really fascinated by biological stuff, even if it's gross for some reason. Maybe it's just because I've been on the internet for so long, from such a young age, and I've seen so many horrific things that I will never unsee. I'm just a totally, what's the word I'm looking for? When you don't get, I'm having a mind blank. What's the word for when you, no, not immune, Isabel S. Come on, 10 live show points. Desensitized! That's the one. Thank you, Paul M. Totally desensitized to everything, even remotely horrific. It's like someone linked me to a shock site on Twitter the other day, which was a bunch of Asian guys shooting milk out of their butt at a woman lying on the floor. And it made me laugh for a while, because I'm not going to tell you the website, because most of you are very young and you don't need to see things yet, even though this is what I saw when I was your age that made me the person that I am today. So maybe you should see these things, you shouldn't see these things. And I just realized that it just made me laugh for about 3 minutes, and then I was like, actually, I shouldn't have found that funny. I should have found that horrifying. I should have been really disturbed and sickened by that instead of just finding it funny. So I'm quite worried for my own sanity. Don't know about you guys. Are you guys worried for my sanity? I think most of you will be by now. Yeah. God. I'm dissecting a heart next week. I remember when I dissected a heart for the first time in biology. It was super cool, because we weren't really meant to do anything. We weren't given specific instructions. It was just, here's a map of the heart, here's a scalpel, attack this heart and see if you can, like, find the bits inside the heart. So it's like, I neatly cut it in half all the way around, cross-sectioned it, and I was like, yeah, looked at the textbook, and I was like, I can see all the arteries and stuff, and yeah, cool. But then I just kind of mushed it up into little bits, and then I was like, yeah, really worried for my sanity. Do accents. Terrible idea. That's not going to happen. I dissected a cow eye. I dissected an eye. Gross, right? The fact that the eyes, like, sorry, don't listen for like 2 seconds. But when you, like, cut into an eye, in biology class, guys, this is scientific at school, you guys are going to do this soon if you haven't already, it, like, pops, and, like, all this black stuff comes out, and it's, like, super gross. Yeah, so eyes are super gross, even if hearts are just kind of cool and stuff. A-level advice, enjoy the fact that you basically do nothing all the time, and that it's like school, but you don't have to go. That's what, I just played Xbox for 2 years during A-levels. And then crammed in all the revising at the end. Don't do that. Work very hard constantly. That's how to succeed at life. Yeah. I dissected an owl pellet. How was that? Was that fun? Did you take biology? Well, everyone has to do biology in high school in England. I didn't take biology A-level. I was going to, but then my teacher sassed me in front of my mum when I went to the teacher's open day. I was like, I might do biology. And then she said, you're more of a B student, Dan. And I was like, excuse me? Because she just went on about how the school's biology department only accepts the smartest students because they like to have a really good thing. And I was like, what? Wind it back, bitch. You've never taught me. Why are you telling me? Not that there's anything wrong with getting a B, but you didn't need to say that in front of my mum. So then I was like, because she would have been the teacher for 2 years, I was like, forget doing that. She's probably going to be really hard to teach with. I'm doing biology A-level, said Tansy J. How is it? Is it fun? Is it fun? What's your favourite and least favourite thing you're either doing now at school or did at school if you're old and crusty, like I am? Shout out to all the old and crusty people watching this. Write your favourite subject and then like dash and then your least favourite subject. Bye, my love, I have to go. Bye, Summer R. What are A-levels? A-levels are like the SATs. They're basically what people do at the end of school in England before they go to college/university. Lunch-school doesn't count. Art and science. Okay, art and math, art and English. Music, French. Okay, look at all you guys with your creative ones. Human geography and Spanish. Human geography is the hard side of geography. God, human geography. Because in the geography A-level that I did, they didn't separate the human and the nature side. So you had to do rainforests, then you had to do like studies of inner cities, and I just did not understand human biology. French and gym. Shout out for hating gym. English and PE. Same. Sex ed, said AJF. Get out of here, AJ. That's not something you do all the time. Drama. Hate maths. Love history. Hate biology. Love technology. Hate gym. Love food tech. Hate PE. Food tech, oh my god. I remember the time our school changed food tech to home economics because they didn't want to just call it you're learning food. But yeah, that was, gotta love food tech. I remember, it's like, no shit, one of the things we had to do in food tech was just to make a freaking sandwich. I'm not even joking. One of our assignments was to just make a lunch. So everyone just freaking... But then the teacher was like, I like doilies, by the way, because they just hired this, like, random woman that obviously couldn't teach anything. But she's like, I can bake. So they were like, you can be a food teacher. Yeah. So, literally everyone just bought a doily from Tesco and then just made a freaking ham sandwich. And I was like, this is not school. I mean, it was beneficial. I remember when they played a VHS tape that was all about washing your hands after touching raw chicken because of germs, and it traumatized everybody. And yep, I still don't like touching raw chicken to this day. Oh my god, I'm old and crusty, said Alyssa P. High five, yeah. Love everything, hate French. English is so boring. How's having no opinions working out for you? It's working out great, actually. I haven't, I think I've only expressed a couple opinions since last week. I will improve. If you missed the live show last week, I was talking about how I don't like expressing opinions because the whole of the human race is just a giant, pointless shitstorm where you can never really have an intellectual conversation about anything with anyone unless it's one-on-one. So it's better to just not express any opinions. If you're having a discussion, you can, you know, say theoretical opinions that you might have to have an interesting conversation. But I said I was just generally just going to stop. And yeah, that's going quite well. Someone said they learn how to cut fruit in their food class. That sounds like my class. Yeah. Oh dear. Basically, I tried on some jeans earlier that had like leather panels, much to your guys' horror, but they looked too edgy. This was me wearing them. You can't see because of the thing, but they were like that, and then they had like leather knees. But you guys will be pleased to know I decided they were too edgy for even me, so I didn't buy them. There we go. Yeah, this phone case, if you don't know the story that I've told multiple times, stop with the leather. Oh my god, yes, Joyce, that's why I made a joke. I didn't get it, don't worry. Them. Phone case, a nebula, like my Twitter background, painted by one of you guys that they gave to me last VidCon. It's totally flaking away now, seriously. It's on its last legs. You can see it all falling off around the corners, but yeah. I'm going to get a new phone because this phone is dying, seriously. It's just abused. Just so you guys know, that leather t-shirt that I wore at VidCon was a joke. So, like, let's go on a tour of my leather clothing, okay? I have a leather jacket. Lots of people do. That's not very interesting. I have a leather shirt, which is quite edgy. That was risky, okay? I saw this. I was in a shop, and there was a big sale where everything was 80% off, which is where I got like all my clothes. And I was like, wow, a leather shirt? Is this right or is it wrong? I don't know, man. I'm just going to buy it. And it was edgy, and a lot of people don't like it. A few people do like it. Split opinions, exciting. So I got that. But then I was on eBay and I saw this leather t-shirt and I was like, that's kind of gross because it was a leather t-shirt. Like I should get it out. And I was like, it's kind of gross. Some people might think it's really swaggy, but then because it was on eBay, it was like £12. Like the guy that sold it was obviously really pissed off that he got nowhere near as much as he wanted because I was like, I don't want it that much, so I'll just put £12 in, and then obviously because he called it something weird, I just got it in the post, and I don't know, like I'm afraid of wearing that t-shirt. So just so you guys know, even I am afraid of the leather t-shirt. I think it's a bit weird. Okay, Haley says, "Who are you?" Oh, yeah. There may actually be people watching this who don't know who I am. Hi, my name is Dan, and I am a YouTuber who makes videos about my life that hopefully you will laugh at. If you want to check them out because you don't know who I am, then it's quite easy. All you have to do, if you're like, who the hell are you, is hover your mouse over where my hand is right now, on the bottom of the screen, and then there'll be a button that says My YouTube, and it will open in the new tab. So if there's anybody watching this that's like, who the hell are you, or you know who I am but you don't really know much about my videos, then hover your mouse over and click on the YouTube button. There we go. But don't watch if you're about to do some homework or send an important email because I might distract you. Please don't sue me. Okay. Holy fudge, it's dark. I know. All the lights exploded. Guess the crime. We'll do guess the crime if there's another one. Dan, is your piano fixed? No, I haven't hired a piano fixer yet. I want to soon because my piano is so broken. It's really quite broken. Give us the Spotify update, said Emily M in caps lock. Okay, whoa, and KTM. Right. Spotify update. Okay, everyone's requesting it. Right, let's go. On my Spotify, what album/artist have I been listening to the most this week? Hazard your guesses that may or may not be wrong in the chat. Jesus, no. Yo Gabba Gabba, not today. Miley Cyrus, no. Although Wrecking Ball, I have been listening to quite a lot. Placebo, no. Actually, I've been listening to them a lot, but not the number one. Green Dat, no. Lady Gaga, no. My Chemical Romance, no. 2 Chainz, I don't actually like 2 Chainz. Okay, just The Fox, no. Although I have heard that a lot. Boom! There we go. Victoria Bosco got it exactly. Oh, now loads of people are saying it. I have been listening to the new Arctic Monkeys album, AM, which is really cool, I think. I mean, it's weird. It's like, it's kind of half, it's a really sexy record because it's kind of like Arctic Monkeys, but it's all kind of like, it's slightly R&B-ish and it's really funky and cool. I feel like some of the songs are like, they're a bit like 80s rock music. I don't know, it's a bit like Rolling Stones. It feels very kind of rock and roll-y sounding old rock, whereas like I kind of prefer the Do I Want to Know Arctic Monkeys sounding really kind of freaking sexy songs and stuff. So half of it I think is amazing, and half of it I'm like, it's really good, but I don't know if I like it as much as the other stuff sounds. But it's really cool. So if you're an Arctic Monkeys fan, then check it out. Or if you're a person that likes bands with guitars and you want to expand your horizons, maybe you're only into emo music, maybe you're only into post-hardcore thrash metal, or maybe you don't even like it at all. Arctic Monkeys are a very good band that you should try stalking. They're cool. Dan, do you like Morrissey? Yes. I almost like his personality more than the music. Is there any band without guitars? Maybe. Who knows? Is it what constitutes the phrase band specifically? Oh, also, Arcade Fire's new song Reflector, super cool. God, love Arcade Fire a lot. Arcade Fire are one of my favourite bands. Boom, boom, boom. Is the cat sticker still on your piano? No. Have you seen the film Seven? Of course I have. Great film. Do you like Keane? Yeah. Oh my god, like Hopes and Fears by Keane. That was like me and my mum's jam when I was like 13 or whenever that came out. I didn't listen to any of Keane's other albums. It's kind of weird. It's like Keane kind of stopped being played on the radio after their first album, which is a bit sad. But then it's like they got so many fans that they were still a freaking massive band, and especially like across Europe and in Asia, Keane are freaking huge. So even though like they haven't had any Keane songs on the radio since their first album in like 10 years, they're still really like famous and stuff. So yeah, cool. Thoughts on Muse, one of my favourite bands. Def Havana, thumbs up. Do you like Sleeping with Silence? Thumbs up for everything. Do you really have a piano? Oh my god. There's a piano that came with my apartment when I moved in that's broke as hell. Keane played at my town's beer festival. That's cool. That's a nice fact. Thoughts on Coldplay? Thumbs up. Let's not get into the music conversation. Oh god. It'll just... The conversation will slip into... Do you like this band? Do you like this movie? Do you like this YouTuber? Come to Brazil. Let's no. Okay. Benedict Cumberbatch face. Which one? The one. Season 3. So soon. Any suggestions for Arctic Monkeys songs? Just see what their most listened to songs are on like Groove Shark or Spotify or YouTube or whatever. And that'll be cool. Yeah. Woo! The best episode of all time was Hastings. Really? Amazing. You waved at me before Imagine Dragons at Reading. Did I? Oh, cool. Hi. Tell me about your least favourite teacher. Least favourite teacher. I parodied him in my... You guys will remember my How Not to Survive School video that I made earlier on this year. If you haven't seen it, if there's anybody that's new to my YouTube channel, then you should go watch. You should generally go watch all of my old videos. It's like I'm not a YouTuber that's kind of just pumping out the videos or makes my daily edition of something. It's like each of my videos are a thing, and I try to make them all good. So if you're someone that's new to my channel and you're like, I want more Dan videos, then you should go watch the old ones, because I try to make them all about something. Good sell of your YouTube channel there. But yeah, you'll remember I did an impression of a maths teacher that was Irish, that was like, but that was literally an impression of an Irish teacher at my school. He was just the freaking worst maths teacher in the entire world. He could not control the class at all. And it's like, I feel like, honestly, I could have been a very promising maths student, because I like, now these days I like the idea of maths, and if I was forced to do it, then I like mental training. But he was just a terrible teacher, and he basically just made me bad at maths. In England we call it maths, even though it's mathematics, which is abbreviated to math in America. Linguistical differences. Oh my god. But I can't understand my math teacher's accent at all, and I'm failing. One of my law professors, when I studied law for a year at university, was African. So it's like, when the reason law as a degree was so horrific was because obviously like everything is in legal jargon and it's all really serious, and how everything's worded is really important. It's just hard to listen to. It's not like when you're in a geography class or a psychology class, you can actually listen to the professor saying something and understand. It's like when it's a law professor, it's like you're basically learning French, but it's English. You know what I mean? You seem quite racist. How's that racist? No, but I was just saying that, like, he was talking about contract law, but in a really, really heavy African accent. So I was just sat there like, I'm trying to learn, but this isn't happening. So, yeah. But he was like amazing though. He was like the most intelligent person I'd ever met in my entire life. He had a really crazy story where he was basically like a child with no family in Ethiopia, and then somehow got to being a law professor at Manchester University, which is quite a good story, to be honest. What was your channel called before you had to change it? My channel has always been called Dan Is Not on Fire. Have you played League of Legends? Yeah, I played it a few times, and then my friend Kat made me install it on my new computer and then play it. But I don't have the time to waste by having my life destroyed by League of Legends. Even though I've played it enough to understand it now, so I could watch some of the esports and get what's happening, which is cool. Ba-da-bum bum 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 bum. Ba-da-ba-dum. Your new video came on in our English class. Did it? Why? Should I be worried? Probably. Do you know any Welsh? No. Cats or dogs? I like them both. I have school at 8, so I have to go to sleep. Oh, good night. Name a vegetable. Zucchini. That's a good vegetable. Will you play GTA 5? Yes, I'm getting it in the post this morning. Getting it in the post this morning. I can the English good. It's still wrapped up over there. Mocking me. What's your favourite drink? I don't know. I'm a cocktail fiend. As many of you might maybe. Seriously, okay, unless you don't drink alcohol, which is very noble, for whatever reasons you may or may not want to, good for you. Did you see the person that just said, oh my god, you're so posh, in caps lock, in the chat? Do you reckon they were being ironic or not? I feel like they weren't. I feel like they weren't, guys. Anyway, yeah. What was I even saying 5 minutes ago? My freaking Labrador syndrome. God, I'm so easily distracted. What does posh mean? Posh means... Is there like an official definition? Let me Google it and find out. Posh. Posh is an informal adjective for upper class. There we go. According to Wikipedia, definition of posh on the dictionary means... That's a terrible definition that obviously some user just added. But yeah, I'm not actually, because I come from a very lower middle class family like The Simpsons, and as everyone's typing into the chat, I just used to watch a lot of Winnie the Pooh. I was talking about cocktails, right, Janina? Okay, right, so for the people that are okay with alcohol, look forward to being, or, you know, kids, look forward to being 21 or whatever, because cocktails, they're like art, but you drink them, okay? There's this whole world of tasty drinks that are all about, like, it's like going to a restaurant and having something really fancy. It's like, it's not just Ribena, it's not just Coke, it's not just having a beer or whatever. It's like, I'm going to combine 11 things to make this really awesome thing. So cocktails, they're like, you know, they're like drinking art. You can quote me on that. And it's very fun going to different places and ordering lots of stuff. Your eyeliner is beautiful, said Melanie S. Is this like I'm gonna be sarcastic now, but I'm gonna be so sarcastic that Dan can't tell I'm being sarcastic? Because I don't like double joking. Oh god, I'm not wearing eyeliner. Don't promote alcohol. I'm not promoting alcohol. I'm saying that when you are responsible, then you can enjoy tasting and exploring the refined, cool, fun world of cocktails. I'm not saying, get wasted and throw up everywhere, yeah man, alcohol, yeah, woo. Not that there's anything wrong with that, and not that there's anything wrong with not drinking alcohol, because remember guys, I have no opinions. This is another good example, you know, I mean, it's like, look at the chat right now, there's people that are going, I love cocktails, people that are going, oh Dan, you love drinking, lol. There's people going, Dan, don't promote drinking. There's people that are going, Dan, I'm actually very disappointed in you as a person, and I no longer respect you because you're talking about alcohol. And then there's people that are going, I'm 12, so I have no idea what alcohol is. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a perfect example of why it's good to have no opinions. Yay! Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Ba-da-ba-dum. Someone says, I fangirl over you in ICT. Glad to know that I'm distracting you from learning. Whoa, the count is at 11111. Did anyone screenshot it? Super fun. With no opinions, will come off as dull. I won't come off as dull if I do my thing where I express lots of different opinions at the same time just to promote conversation. So, should we do that with alcohol? Okay, so one possible opinion is, there's nothing wrong with drinking. If you're responsible, then it's just a social lubricant and you can do whatever you want. And lots of people do it. And there's nothing wrong with it if you have self-control. Another opinion is that you shouldn't drink because it's unhealthy and it spends money and you embarrass yourself and, you know, it's not good to, you know, lose complete control of yourself, and it's bad. Then there's like, you shouldn't talk about it in front of young people because they're impressionable. So that, not that any of those are my opinions, but let's just, I'm just going to go, there we go, there, and the conversation's moving on. Do you get what I mean? Did I just smudge the screen? Sorry. Wipey wipe. That was an intimate view of my t-shirt. Super fun. But in all seriousness, don't drink until you're legal, and when you do, if you want to, be responsible, because obviously everyone's a hypocrite because we've all made mistakes, but they are mistakes because they are mistakes. So either look forward to making mistakes or try not to make mistakes, but it's up to you, it's your life. You'll never become wise if you don't fuck up repeatedly. You're young. Don't be hard on yourselves. Anyway, check your Tumblr tag. I do. I recently saved a lot of gifts as a draft to maybe reblog. What, not when you're 14? No, says Dan. No. But God, can I just talk about where the fuck? Sorry. Oh God, how crude. Where the blinking muffins did winter come from? I tweeted the other day about how, like, the world went from being uncomfortably warm for months. Like, it was, in England, it was just so hot for ages, and then it just went straight to being freezing. And now, it's just pitch black. It's like earlier, I went to post something at the post office. By the time I'd come out of the post office, it's like the sun had set. I was like, what the hell is happening? Oh my God, I freaked out. I was like, did I slip into a coma? Did I get abused, and by trying to repress the memories, I lost an hour of my life or something? What happened? I don't know. But winter is coming. Is that damn freaking right it is. Where's Sean Bean to protect us from the night? I wasn't ready. I didn't pack a freaking coat today when I went outside, and I got monsooned on. UK is freezing right now. It is. God, this apartment sucks. It's like, this apartment is either uncomfortably warm because there's no aircon, or it's just freaking freezing because all the floors are like wood, so all the air just falls out. What about autumn? Nah, Britain doesn't really have autumn. We just skip straight to winter. It was winter until like June the 20th, and now it's winter again now. So that was fun. Good summer, right, guys? Yay, England. Are you looking forward to iOS 7? Yes. I never got iOS 6 on my phone, actually. That's literally how lazy I am. I'm like, why do none of my apps work? And I realized the other day, it's because I haven't got iOS 6 on my phone. Super fun. Apple conversation. Yeah, you always do these when I'm at school. That's because you're probably geographically inconveniently located to England. I'm sorry. Do you like American Horror Story? Freaking out. How excited. Okay, right. I'm just going to say this again. If you don't mind the occasional bit of violence and scariness, and you like watching adult drama and big grown-up TV shows, American Horror Story is awesome, and new season, and I'm freaking out because I can't contain myself, and I'm just going to be crying the whole time when it comes out. I feel like it's weird because there's lots of TV shows that obviously have big fandoms that are very kind of young and active, like Supernatural and you know, True Blood has a big fandom, and like even Breaking Bad, you can see the big fandom. I feel like you can't see the American Horror Story fandom a lot, but it's just I feel like that it's actually the show that I'm the most fangirly about. I don't know why. It's just so cool. Doctor Who, said Desiree. Yes, Desiree. Better than Death Note? You know what's better than Death Note? Attack on Titan. I went there. You know why it's better than Attack on Titan? Because Death Note got crap halfway through. No, opinion, dangerous. But when you know who died in the middle of Death Note, that made me very sad, and I didn't like the new characters, and then I didn't like the ending that much, because Death Note was a lot like Sherlock with the relationship between the two main characters, and I was very sad when it's like if one of Sherlock and Watson, or like Sherlock and Moriarty died. You know what I mean? Anyway, you sure do hum a lot. Yeah, it's my way of filling silences. Dan, can you twerk? Whether or not I can, I'm not going to. I'd blind you all. That'd be a terrible idea. What's your favourite book you've ever read? I don't know, that's a huge question. I've nearly finished the first Game of Thrones book. Almost. It's dense, guys. Dan, we're not all 12, you can swear. I know, but there are some people, so sometimes I feel bad, just because... okay, so how many of you, this is something I haven't asked before, how many of you right now are watching this, or listening to it, not with headphones, on speakers, in a room where your family could hear, or your family are in the room right now? So, like, say whether you're watching it privately or publicly. Privately means I'm in my bedroom with the door closed, or I'm listening with headphones, or publicly means my grandma's in the room / could walk past at any moment. Because it's not that I'm like, oh, I don't want to accidentally swear because whatever, because I don't want to censor my existence. It's just I don't want people to be in the kitchen with their grandma and then I accidentally drop an F-bomb in the middle of an anecdote because I'm not paying attention. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to rein it in. If it's not for comedic purposes, I'll try to keep it on the down low. You know what I mean? Ba-ba-ba-ba-bow. My family doesn't speak English, says Danny V. That's convenient. There we go. Not English-speaking family. I could help with quite a lot of things. Okay, so... Oh, sorry. I'm at the kitchen table. Okay. What's your favourite TV show at the moment that's out now, guys? Credits, darkness in the room. ITV Studios, brightness in the room. What's your favourite thing that you're watching at the moment? Tell me, friends. Scandal, Supernatural, Family Guy, Broadchurch. Your penis, said Naomi B. Naomi B. The Bake Off. Oh yeah, Attack on Titan. Educating Yorkshire. Oh yeah, Supernatural. A lot of people. There's a lot of love for Supernatural and Attack on Titan. Fringe. It goes downhill. Breaking Bad. Oh yeah. Law and Order. Flight of the Conchords. Good taste. You. I'm not a TV show. Bad Education. Yeah, that's back. The Gay Swimmers. What's that called? That anime. It's called like Splash or something, isn't it? I've seen pictures of it on Tumblr. What is that about? So I keep seeing pictures because obviously I see a lot of things on Tumblr that I'm like, what the hell's happening? And it seems like there's this anime that's big at the moment. There's just loads of like naked guys. Who is it designed for? Is it like a good anime about swimming? Or is it literally just kind of for gay Japanese people and girls? It's called Free, is it? Okay. I need some context. Is it good? I don't think I'm going to watch it. It's called yaoi. No, gay hentai is yaoi. You are allowed anime that's... Or is it specifically? Yeah, let's talk about hentai for 5 minutes. Drawn Japanese pornography. I thought it was only technically yaoi or yuri or the many other tentacly breeds of hentai if it was specifically pornographic as opposed to it just being topless. You know what I mean? Someone said, I'm not sure you'd like it, Dan. Sydney said, pretty bad. Yeah, there we go. Cool. I'll avoid that one then. Okay, let's stop talking about. But thanks for telling me what that is, because I was very confused. I also see loads of pictures of, I think it's something about a cafe, and it's like a penguin and a polar bear. Anime, it's weird. Anime, guys, it's a strange world. I'm supposed to be doing classwork, said Alexandra. Stopping all the learning. That's what I do. You are my religion project, said Bethan. Oh, God. Oh, no. That's terrible. Does anyone still watch Friends? I'm pretty sure everybody's watched Friends. Get on Twitter. Panic at the Disco are splitting. Are they? Is that a thing? Might just be a prank. A cruel prank. If not, then that could be breaking news for everybody. It's so hot in California. Well, you are in California. Watch Hannibal. Should I? I heard mixed reviews about Hannibal. I watch Friends, said Antonia. Hey! I watch Friends every day, said Beth. Friends is my favourite show. Did you mean Pingu, said Serena. No, Serena. I did not mean Pingu, the anime. No, that's not out at the moment. Okay, well. Okay, so, before I draw this to a close, this has been fun. What would you like me to talk about last, before we go? Is there anything? I'm losing sleep because of you, whatever, it's worth it, says Catherine. Is it? Am I really? Talk about Australia. Okay, cool. Talk about your mum. Cool. Okay, talk about your sex life. Cool. Okay, talk about Legolas. Nice hair. Why did you quit driving? Because I live in London and the public transport's so good that I didn't need to have a car. Do you like reptiles? Yeah, I had a lot of friends that had lizards as pets. Fantastic Foursome video soon? Technically, yes. PJ, amazing video that took a long time to film, but is going to be very fantastic looking, like all of PJ's videos. Talk about Manchester, amazing city. Lived there for 2 years. Felt like I did it. What's your favourite place to travel? I wouldn't know yet. There's still so many places I haven't been. Do you want a pet? No. Well, theoretically, but my life is too out and about to have a pet that I can't look after. New projects? No. Interesting question. Not yet. Just everything rolling on until around Christmas when everything goes horribly wrong. Talk about dogs. Dogs are cool. Talk about Shakeaway. Yeah, that's cool. Free promo for Shakeaway. Come to Egypt. Maybe when it's stable, said Sarah. That, I would like to do that. You replied to my tweet about Jaffa cakes the other day. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Jaffa cakes. Sorry, I'm just not a chocolate orange kind of guy. What about redheads? I like ginger people. I think they have really nice complexions. Ginger people often have freckles and stuff, and I like freckles. So, yeah, love ginger people. My bestie's a ginger, said Zoe. Cool. Nice to know you're not discriminating. Dan, can you make the leg waxing promise in a video? So you'll have to formally make it. Should I do that? Maybe I'll do that one day. It would be quite cool, because I saw Troy did that with Zoe. So maybe I'll do that deliberately. No, I will try. Fringe the TV show. Cool, yeah. Didn't like the last season. My name's Billy and Ginger's having a soul. Thanks, Billy. Can you come visit me in Norway? No. My best friend is Ginger. Cool. Dan, how tall are you? Like 6 foot something, depending on what shoes I wear. VidCon 2014, probably. I could die before then, though, so who knows. Sonic or Mario? Mario. What's going on? I'm winding down. Favorite song ever? I have no idea. That's a very big question. Talk about the Butterfly Project. Noble project. Milk. What? Milk is in thick or fountain or what? I just probably don't want to know. Gamescom question mark. I wanted to go this year, but I was busy. Sing the llama song. My favourite bit from Llama Song is not a llama, no, half the llama, twice the llama, not a llama, farmer llama. And then my favourite bit is llama in a car, alarm, a llama, llama duck. Because when you say it, a llama sounds like a llama, but it's actually alarm, a llama. So when it goes llama in a car, llama duck, I'm like, whoa, these are actually clever lyrics. Well done. Llama Song guy from back in 2000 and Jesus Christ when it was made. You going to Comic-Con? I'd like to, but don't go expecting I'll be there. The Last of Us. Still haven't played it. God. I was spending a lot of quality time with Charlie McDonnell, Charlie Sakulike, who's like the best person in the world, and he was like, Dan, you need to play The Last of Us, and I was like, sorry Charlie, I'll play it soon. Favourite Wiro art? The foxes that I have above my bed that has fallen off the wall for about a month. What's the weather like? Awful. Welcome to Britain. FIFA. Dom, I tried to play FIFA. I don't know. I don't like football. It's not that I don't like football. I'm just not into it. I don't follow football, so not a FIFA guy. Soz. Although I did play loads of Madden when I was in school. Anyway, irrelevant. Okay. And then the final bits of conversation before you all die and I disappear back into my internet cave of uninteraction. Story behind your username. I was 12 and I was random, and then I kept it because I'd made an account on everything. There is literally no meaning. Oreos, they're cool. Don't get them enough, to be honest. Best game ever, Final Fantasy VII. Does it really rain that much in London? Yes. Greg James's Wrecking Ball video, OMFG, basically. I just broke my toe, said Meebus, sorry. Harry Potter or Twilight, said Valerie. No offense, Twilight people. And finally, okay, who's going to say something inspirational and life-changing? Here we go. Favorite kind of pie? I had a sweet potato pie this time last year when I celebrated Thanksgiving, and it was really good. So well done, America. Yeah, woo, live show, fantastic. Cool. Okay, don't go. I'm sorry, Rachel, I have to go. Just think, there's people in Australia that are not in school right now because they're watching me, and there's many people that are holding back the productivity of their lives because they're watching me sat here waffling and talking about nothing. But it's fun, and it's nice to catch up with you. And I've been listening to the Arctic Monkeys. Okay, I don't want to take any more of your time. Guys, right. It's been lovely. Thank you, Heather M. It has been nice to spend time with you, Heather. Please don't go down, said Rachel. I'm sorry. Do you love poo, said Cat N. Great note to end this on. Right. If you haven't seen my latest video, where I talk about some of my first times in life, then hover over my hand right now. Right now, don't worry, I won't take you away from this. Click on the My YouTube button, and it will take you to my YouTube channel where you can watch the video My First Times. If you have no idea who I am, then you can subscribe to my YouTube channel by pressing the YouTube button down there. You can stalk me in life and know what's happening and when I make a video, when I tweet it, by following me on Twitter, which you can go to by twisting the Twitter icon in that corner. And to all the people that are new, because I can't ignore you, there are a lot of new people that discover me all the time. YouTube, my YouTube channel. Anyway, all the new people, the only way to get involved is I just click like in my videos. All you have to do is sign in with Facebook in the top right hand corner, and once you've signed in and press skippity skip, which is like 2 seconds, it just pops up in a window, then press the fan button. So that all the people on YouNow now, and to all the people watching this who haven't made a YouNow account before, I'm talking to you right now, literally takes about 6 seconds and it doesn't even mean anything. Just click on the login with Facebook thing, top right hand corner, and press the fan button. So everyone who does that, thank you very much. Look forward to my new video, which I do intend to be on Friday, but it's not a promise, and I'm not a liar if it doesn't happen. But my week is pretty empty this week, unlike last week. So let's see what happens. Yeah, let's see what happens. New video on Friday. I could break my legs. I could be hit by a meteor. Let's see what happens. One day I will make a promise in videos, but until that day, it's been very nice to hang out with you. Maybe next time I won't be in a cave of darkness because there will be lights in my house. But yes, hope you enjoyed my last video. It's been nice hanging out with you again. Stay safe. And remember, kids, have no opinions.